What's up, everybody? And today we are reacting to Simo Häyhä, I think his name is, the deadliest sniper in military history. This is by Weird History. I'm excited to see this and learn more about this guy who is obviously a cheeky snipes of all things. I'll leave a link down below to the original video. Go over there, like it, subscribe, and all that good stuff. That's really important. But before we get started, OriginalAdventures, the new YouTube channel and Instagram link down below. Me and my wife are converting a school bus and traveling the United States. It's super exciting, and I keep plugging it because it really is exciting me. And the new kind of videos we're making, it's a vlog video with me and my family in it. It's a ton of fun. So if you want to go and check that out, link down below to the YouTube and the Instagram. But for now, let's shut up and let's react to the deadliest sniper in military history.
When World War II broke out in 1939, the Soviet Union decided to invade Finland while everyone else was preoccupied with the war in Europe. But a sniper named Simo Häyhä came to Finland's defense. Häyhä allegedly eliminated a staggering 505 enemy soldiers, which, if accurate,
Holy, that can't be true. Over 500 soldiers? Damn.
would make him the single deadliest sniper in history. Today we're looking at the man Simo Häyhä and his unbelievable marksmanship. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to the Weird History channel. Simo would have wanted it that way.
Yeah, I'll leave a link down below to the OG video. Go and subscribe and all that good stuff, guys, okay?
All right, let's get sniping. As you might imagine, the invading Soviet soldiers grew to be straight up terrified of Häyhä. Having to patrol the blanched Finnish wilderness with the knowledge that Häyhä could be out there waiting to ping them with a spectacular long-distance shot earned him the nickname Belje Smert, which is Russian for White Death.
Interesting.
However, Häyhä's fellow Finnish soldiers had a completely different name for him. They called him Taika Ampuja, Magic Shooter. While that nickname may have been as accurate as Häyhä himself, we have to admit it is somewhat less intimidating than White Death.
Yeah.
Simo's exact sniper count varies depending on the source. Some suggest he downed as many as 542 Soviet soldiers with his rifle, but no one claims he eliminated any less than 505.
Wow.
This makes him the most effective sniper in any war, with Soviet sniper Ivan Sidorenko sitting at a close second with 500 kills. However, Häyhä's count may even be higher. Rather than stay at a comfortable distance behind his sniper rifle for the entire war, Häyhä may have also cut down several hundred enemy combatants with a submachine gun.
This guy was a machine. This guy was an absolute machine, wasn't he?
If true, that would put his count at approximately 800. Simo, that is a frightening number.
Wow.
Impressive, sure, but holy cow, you're really good at your job.
Yeah,
the
he's
Winter
really good at
War
his
lasted
job.
for a single winter, as its name suggests, which means Häyhä was putting in serious work. In order to achieve his staggering record, Häyhä was eliminating an average of 5 to 6 enemy soldiers every day.
What? Think about that for a second. This guy was an absolute machine. Holy crap, that's a lot of confirms.
Of course, some days were better than others. Häyhä racked up a terrifying 40 confirmed kills in a single day, scoring 25 and 20 on 2 other record days. The cloud of perpetual death in which he lived saw him promoted from corporal to second lieutenant, the biggest rank jump in the history of Finland's military.
Damn.
Häyhä did not use a scope to forge his legendary sniper count. He preferred to use the plain old iron sight on his rifle. Yeah, no scope. He's just an all-around old-fashioned.
He was a no-scope. He was a cheeky no-scope, guys. Unbelievable.
Badass. Beyond being hardcore, there was a strategic reason for this, beyond just showing off. Häyhä recognized that scopes made his enemies an easy target. In addition to making the target slightly bigger, scopes would glint in the sunlight, allowing Häyhä to spot enemy snipers before they spotted him.
Yep.
At the time, every Finnish citizen was required to do 1 year of military service, and Häyhä had done his 14 years earlier, back in 1925. That was the extent of his military experience. He did join the Finnish Civil Guard as reservist, which is essentially the equivalent to the U.S. National Guard, but he stuck to his civilian life of hunting and farming right up until the Soviets decided to invade in 1939.
Then he decided to just pick up his rifle and absolutely take names by the looks of it. Unbelievable.
At which point, he was summoned back to service. If his hunting record was anything like his war record, we suspect the deer around Häyhä's home had a nickname for him too. After he completed his year of mandatory service in 1925, Häyhä was given the option to purchase his service weapon, a standard bolt-action rifle. He bought the gun and spent the next decade and a half mastering it. When he was called back to duty during the Winter War, Häyhä brought his old bolt-action rifle, turning down a more modern rifle with advanced optics. The extreme cold, which ranged anywhere from -20 to -40 degrees Fahrenheit, caused frequent weapon malfunctions among his fellow soldiers. But Häyhä's experience with his bolt-action BFF allowed him to keep the gun functional throughout the winter.
So he was just really well trained. He put in hard work. This wasn't luck. It wasn't luck that he got this many kills. He put in the hard work. He really did.
While only having minimal military experience, Häyhä wasn't possessed by the Lord of Incredible Aim. He developed his skill from being a competitive sharpshooter, having grown up a few miles away from the Civil Guard shooting range, which held annual contests. Häyhä regularly participated in these competitions, packing his house full of trophies. Among his accomplishments was the ability to hit a target with his rifle 16 times in a minute at a range of 500 feet, a talent best described as supernatural.
Especially with a bolt weapon. That's really good. Unbelievable.
Häyhä was deployed to the Kola battlefield, where he and 31 other soldiers were tasked with holding off an invading force of 4,000 Soviet troops.
Nah, mate.
Despite having fewer men on the roster than a college football team, Häyhä's group managed to hold their ground for the entire winter.
Damn.
That's some good goal line defense right there. He and his fellow Finns had a few other advantages beyond his Angel of Death status as a sniper. For instance, the Soviet troops all wore bright green uniforms, which made them stand out like decorated Christmas trees against the snowy white landscape. What also didn't help the Soviets was they lacked officers with any leadership skills, mainly because Stalin had them all executed when he purged the USSR of any potential political opponents.
Wow.
And even though the Soviet invasion of Finland was technically successful, they only managed to capture a relatively small amount of border territory, leaving the rest of the country intact. All told, the Soviets suffered nearly 400,000 casualties during the Winter War.
So this guy didn't just take names. He also was holding people off. He was also basically being an experienced soldier next to lads who didn't really have that much experience, were probably boosting them up quite a bit. Pretty impressive.
Compared to the 66,000 suffered by Finland.
An unusual firing position, okay.
Most snipers shoot while lying flat on their stomachs because it gives enemies a smaller target to aim at. Häyhä fired from a sitting position because he felt the position was better for his aim. He didn't worry too much about making himself a bigger target, as he was just a biscuit over 5 feet tall and would conceal himself in snowbanks and put snow in his mouth to hide his breath. Additionally, Häyhä would pack snow in front of his rifle barrel or pour water on it to freeze it, so that smoke would not rise from it after he fired and give away his position.
That's incredible. Again, this is just experience and training and knowing how to adapt to his surroundings. No wonder he was never shot.
And in perhaps the biggest departure from sniper etiquette, rather than going for the head, Häyhä aimed for the center mass of his targets, which is effective in wartime, but won't do him any favors on the Black Ops 4 leaderboards.
Exploding bullets.
Häyhä's reputation as the John Wick of Finnish snipers eventually drew the ire of the Soviet commanders, who finally grew tired of his nonsense and began targeting him directly.
Yikes.
Because getting anywhere near Häyhä...
That's scary that they started targeting him directly, because you know it's going to get rough when everyone's aiming straight and specifically looking for you.
Häyhä was out of the question. They began hammering his general location with artillery strikes. When those didn't work, the Soviets sent teams of counter-snipers to take...
You hear that beeping in the background? Sounds like an air horn or something outside. Are we getting raided? I think the Spitfires are coming to get us or something.
...them out. But Häyhä, being the sniper's sniper, dispatched them with bone-chilling ease. Finally, one Soviet sniper got lucky and blasted Häyhä in the jaw with an exploding round. Despite being described by one friend as having half of his head missing, Häyhä refused to die, and after days of reconstructive surgery, he finally regained consciousness, the day after the Winter War had ended.
Wow. Wow. That's incredible.
Despite getting a portion of his face blown entirely off his dome in a time when medicine was still largely experimental, Häyhä survived World War II and went back to hunting and farming. The Finnish government actually gave him a farm in 1961, presumably both to reward him for his service, and they probably wanted to stay on his good side.
Yeah, I was going to say, you don't want to piss this guy off, do you really? Jeez.
Häyhä took up dog breeding and continued hunting, winning the Ruokalahti Hunting Society's Game Cup 5 years in a row.
Wow.
In 1970, he moved into a small apartment where he lived out the rest of his days before passing away at age 96 in 2002.
96.
That's right, the deadliest sniper in World War II lived long enough to have witnessed the rise of popularity of NSYNC. Simo Häyhä left his quiet farm life in the winter of 1939 to become the most effective sniper in history, racking up over 500 confirmed kills without even using a scope before returning home to live out the rest of the 20th century in peace.
This guy was a legend.
What do you think of the White Death? Let us know.
The guy was an absolute legend. He was taking names. He was taking names. And he wasn't just doing that, he was also influencing the lads around him, which is pretty impressive, to be honest with you. Pretty damn impressive. Yeah, that guy was cool. That was impressive. Let me know if you got any videos of other snipes with records like that. I think there was I watched a video a while back on the longest confirmed shot was a Canadian, I'm pretty sure. But this is a type of history I want to start reacting to, guys. I'm really enjoying these history videos recently. I think they're a ton of fun, and I'm learning a lot, and I'm guessing you guys are learning a lot with me as well. But that guy is deadly. You want him on your side no matter what, eh? Shocking that he got shot, though, and he survived. Got half his face blown off, and he survived. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. But for now, members, you're amazing. I love you. I couldn't do this without you. I honestly couldn't make videos every single day if it wasn't for these members right here. So thank you for supporting the channel as much as you do. I truly, truly appreciate it. Links down below to Original Adventures. Me and my wife are converting a school bus and traveling the country. It's going to be a ton of fun. We're vlogging the whole thing. YouTube channel and Instagram down below for Original Adventures. And links down below to all my socials, including the 2 links to Discord, the military link and the geek link. Both Discords are awesome. Go and check them out. Also a link down below to my podcast and my Twitch stream, where I stream every Tuesdays and Thursdays. And also a link down below to my second channel, OriginalHuman Geek, where we play D&D and a bunch of other fun stuff. Other than that, guys, I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.